Hello my beautiful people and welcome to my channel. In this space I'm going to be sharing with you monthly general tarot readings as well as my TikTok lives, and I'll also be sharing with you essential oil education and, excitingly, my podcast interviews for my podcast. I'm Kitty O'Brien and thank you so much for joining me here. So for the best free online tarot readings and for the most accurate tarot readings, hit that little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and the subscribe button. Hello and welcome my beautiful people. I'm Kitty O'Brien and this is a Leo general reading for the month of October. Okay, so I've got my Radiant Wise tarot deck and I've also got my magic oracle deck, which I'll be using at the very end, so stay tuned for that because that's a really good one. So let's shuffle the cards. I'll let them all fall and then I shall go through them. I've got 12 to 14 that fall. Okay, oh, the king. Do you know what? I love the King of Wands. Very passionate. I mean, Wands is all, well, the element of fire, so it makes perfect sense that it fell for Leo, because the King of Wands is a Leo. It's very much a Leo. All about passion, desires, can be career-based as well. So I can see you're not sure what to do in this situation. Lots of internal conflict. Okay, we've had to question our morals about giving and receiving. Oh, hello. This is an interesting card. There's no such thing as a bad card. This is the devil. And Taurus had the devil as well. I think the devil represents a Scorpio, but is not a bad card. As I explained before in my previous readings, witches don't believe in devils anyway. It's the Catholics who believe in a devil figure. And, you know, each their own. It's absolutely fine. Everyone's entitled to believe in what they want to believe in. So many years ago when we were hunter-gatherers, the men used to go into the forest and hunt, and it was traditionally the stag. And the stag was the king of the forest, you know. And in order for the men to get closer to the stags, they used to wear the horns, the antler horns, as disguise, you know, and wear the furs so the animals didn't smell, you know, the smell of people. Oh my God, you've got the Fool! That is one of the most amazing cards ever. And then the women discovered agriculture and how to domesticate animals. So it was, you know, we came up with that because we were at home anyway, looking after the children in the village. And also we were the medicine women. And when we domesticated goats, we then worshipped the goat rather than the stag, and you know, traditionally they always wore the headpieces, so that's why the devil's depicted as half goat, half man, because, you know, I believe that the Catholics, when they were trying to get rid of the pagan faith, you know, what better way to say that the devil's actually, name it the devil and say it's something bad, when it's just us worshipping the animals that we eat. So, anyway, a little bit of history there. I love teaching. Every Wednesday on Facebook, I teach all about the magic of essential oils, and it's a free class. It's live on Facebook. I'll put some details in the description box below, and every Tuesday I'm live on TikTok until I figure out how to go live on Facebook and Instagram. So, right, let's do this. Do you know what I'm going to do? I do have this Witches Tarot deck, which I'm going to start using and do some witchy tarot readings, specifically aimed at witches. They'll be uploaded onto YouTube so anyone can watch them, but I love the way she writes about the different cards. So, the King of Wands, and yes, it's a Leo. Especially in this picture here, you can see that it's a Leo. So, King of Wands, I'm just going to read this first card from the book. When the King of Wands turns up in a reading, watch for a fire sign man, a businessman, a leader, a mover and a shaker. He is outgoing, direct, charming and confident. This is a man who can do it all, a super dad. He has a successful career, coaches his kids' little league team and his marriage, and keeps his marriage vital at all times. This man is the happiest when he is involved in many activities all at once. He is faithful, dependent, and passionate, and he gets frustrated or annoyed. And if he gets frustrated or annoyed, he may have to work hard to hold on to his temper. This card also represents creative expression and the championing of another ideas or dreams. You may find that an investor or partner for your future venture is much closer than you think, or that you yourself may be the energetic supporter for another. Creative and artistic talents are at an all-time high. The lesson of the King of Wands is that energy and enthusiasm will help you achieve your artistic and creative goals. Be generous and supportive to the people in your life. Wow! What a card for the first... What a first card for the reading! Absolutely beautiful. Now, what's coming up is an obstacle is speed for the King of Wands, okay? So it's the 8 of Wands. So it could be trying to do too much all at once. Now this card, if it doesn't matter if you're female or male, this card can apply to you. So you might be juggling too much all at once, and then this is why this is coming up as an obstacle. The message has been sent. You've said yes to so many things that you feel like you can't turn back and not commit to them. So too much is going on all at once, and there's it's just a lot. You've said yes to a couple of things, and then they all want help all at the same time or something like that. So lots of movement, and when I look at the future cards, I'm like, this is interesting. Now, 2 of Wands, you sort of standing there, right, and you're like, I don't know what to do with my life. The world is in your hands. What do? Do you go traveling? Do you stay? And like I said, Wands is to do with career as well. So it could be that, you want to move on to another career, or you want to move into something else, but you're not sure. And this is your desires card. So you desire movement. But this, at the moment, things could be moving in the wrong direction for you. So you really do desire movement, and you desire to maybe, start a business. Maybe you want to set up your own business, anything like that, but you're not quite sure what to do or where to turn. And what that's causing is a lot of inner conflict with the 8 of Wands. Lots of stuff going on. You're fighting with yourself, but actually no one's winning and no one's losing. So it's pointless. It's a waste of energy. It's a real waste of energy, actually. So, it's that negative self-talk, isn't it? It's like yappa, 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 yappa. You want to do one thing and then you'd talk yourself out of it. And then you're like, oh, I'll do this. Oh, maybe I don't. Or someone says, do you want this or this? You're like, I don't know which one I want. So it's very much indecisiveness and not really knowing what's going on. And this is why I can see the 2 of Swords coming up in your future. Now, investing yourself into lots of people and too much is happening all at once. Well, in the past, you've had to learn the lesson of giving and receiving with the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about giving and receiving, quite literally. And it's about the balance. You can see he's standing there and he's measuring his good deeds. So the story around this card is there's someone giving, there's someone begging, and there's someone receiving. So in order for the universe to work in harmony, we have to work in balance. So if you give, you then have to receive back. And that was so difficult for me at one point in my life. I fled domestic violence and cohesive control. Oh my goodness, I keep getting hiccups at the end of the readings. It's so funny. I fled domestic violence and cohesive control several years ago. I was made homeless and I was so uncomfortable accepting things from people. People would give me stuff and I needed it and they didn't expect anything in return. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so accepting this. And if someone bought me a coffee, I'd feel like I would have to buy them one back. So I really struggled with that. But, in order to, if we receive things, we also then have to give things. So there needs to be that balance. And you've got to ask yourself, what is the intention? What is the intention of you giving all the time? Are you a people pleaser? What is the intention if you take all the time and never give? Like, is it your ego? Like, do you think you have a right to, or you're entitled to? So there's lots of different things going on, okay? And just next time there's that exchange, just think about the intentions. And also, if someone wants to give you something and you say no, you're then making that person feel bad because they have a right to give. And sometimes we just have to receive it. And it makes them feel good as well. And if it's not for you, do it for them. Okay? Right. And also, if you give from a charitable heart, the universe will send you stuff as well. So that's one of the reasons why I never sell anything on Facebook. Like, I don't sell on the marketplace. I always give to charity, and I always think I want this to go to a good home, and I want someone to get good use out of this. And I'm giving, and I don't expect anything in return. And my goodness, the opportunities that have landed my way recently, like going to Parliament to speak and advocate for domestic abuse victims, being landed the most phenomenal business coach. Like, I could never have dreamed of it. And next year I know my soulmate's going to beat me. So I can't wait for that as well. I've been single too long. Single working mum, and my little boy's got autism. So I deserve a man. But anyway, just think about giving and receiving. And especially if you're in a relationship with someone and your family and your friends and things, and work as well. And work is a great one because, you know, being a king of wands and stuff, and being a fire symbol, like we have all this energy, and we put in. And sometimes in a workplace, they do take the mick. They like call you up on your days off, or can you come in on your holiday, or, you know, can you do X, Y, and Z, or can you stay late tonight? And sometimes we feel like we have to say yes, but actually we don't. We don't have to say yes. So these two cards represent you, the Devil and the Chariot. Now, they're not bad cards. The Devil is about thinking about yourself. The Devil is about putting yourself first and not actually, you know, I mean, we were raised to be people pleasers. We were raised to put everybody else first. We're raised to, you know, to feel uncomfortable if we say, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do. You know, it's sort of like a taboo around it. It's sort of like people look down on it and go, oh, well, you know, what a nasty person. But like, actually, it is better to put yourself first. And if you imagine a cup, when the cup is overflowing, that is for everyone else, but what's in the cup is for you. So the Devil is a message to be selfish. It's also a question, are you wearing a mask? Now, I ask this because sometimes we wear a mask because, not to be deceitful, but to hide how we truly feel, because we feel uncomfortable expressing how we truly feel. So make sure you're expressing yourself fully and authentically, okay? And also, it can mean an affair, but most of the time it's not, okay? So don't want people like worrying about that at all. Always follow your gut feeling in your heart, okay? Chariot, you are in the driver's seat of your own life, okay? We've got the duality here, okay? We've got the two bits of the canopy on each side. We've got the two sphinxes. We've got black, we've got white, all symbols of harmony, balance, polarity, celestial canopy over the top, you know, and also like the Chariot is about moving forward, and it's also a card that really reminds you that you are in the driver's seat of your life. No one else is going to drive your life for you. You're in the driver's seat. So what you want to do, you should do. You know, go where your heart tells you to go. Go, you know, just go with the flow. You know, we always try and be where everybody else wants us to be, but it's so important to be our true authentic selves and to go and to do what we want to do, okay? So it's a reminder that you are in the driver's seat, and where you put your energy, that's where there will be movement. Now, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a great card. It's like a fatherly figure as well. Someone who loves, like, enjoys authentically and truly enjoys time with their children. You know, it's a beautiful card. And this is coming up as your hopes and fears, which is really interesting. It's about financial stability as well. It's about a hard worker and a hard grafter. And it makes so much sense why it's come up as a hope and a fear. Because typical Leo, right, worried they're not doing enough. Worried they're not working hard enough. Worried, you know, that, you know, what they've done isn't good enough, possibly. So, and Leos like to be center of attention. They're very, very fiery, aren't they? And also very sexual. And they're just wonderful people to be around. So very much a hope and a fear is that, you know, you're not meeting the mark, that you've set yourself these expectations, very much like a Capricorn, and you're not meeting the mark. Or you're worried that all your hard work isn't going to pay off. You know, those sort of little worries. Well, I can tell you they definitely will, especially with the Nine of Pentacles as the future card. The Fool, one of my favourite cards. The Fool is one of the happiest cards in the deck. He's got the sun in the background, and the sun is the happiest card in the deck. He's on this adventure. He's on this new adventure. He's got the bag on his back, represents his past, which is carrying behind him, not in front of him. So he's not living from his past. He's living from the possibilities of an amazing future. He's literally off, and I actually can't remember what the little white dog represents, but he's literally off on a brand new journey, brand new adventure, a life full of joy, happiness, health and wealth, and really, really happy. And just like, you can see his expression, he's just like, oh, this is amazing. And the white rose as well is very symbolic. Now, you can achieve that when you look inward, and you will start looking inward. Really following your heart, following your intuition, not letting everybody else's ideas sort of like cram up your head. You can see again the balance with the two swords. You can also see the moon as well, which is a beautiful, beautiful card, because the moon is the feminine, sun is the masculine, and they're beautifully balanced, okay? And they need to be balanced, very much need to be balanced to live a happy, fulfilled life. And also, again, you can see the water with it represents the subconscious mind, the paradigm and the conditioning, and land represents the conscious mind, okay? So it's very much about looking inward and manifesting from your heart. What's that Greek saying? From your heart of hearts, so it shall be, or something like that. And your heart of hearts is your subconscious mind, because it's linked with the emotional mind, and the conscious mind is your logical mind. I wrote a book about it, so I could talk about it forever, but it's how I changed my whole life, which I reprogrammed myself. I grew some new neural pathways, and I'm in a much better place. And talking about learning and studying, Page of Swords. She's one of the smartest cards in the deck. Sword is pointing upwards towards truth and clarity, and she's very much about learning new things. So when you start learning about the universal laws, when you start learning about how your brain actually works, and the subconscious and the conscious mind, everything becomes possible. Everything becomes possible. Like, the universe is infinite. Okay, universe is infinite. Anything is possible. And then, woohoo! Our future card. When we start learning how to use those tools in that tool set, then we get the Nine of Pentacles. Very, very well respected. Very creative, because it's the feminine. And we've got all that beautiful abundance. And the feminine does represent abundance, okay? So she's like very financially stable, very happy, very loved, very, very well respected. So talking about tool sets and tools, I use, along with my knowledge of how the brain works, I love to use my essential oils. And I'm going to give you some plant magic, because, you know, being a witch, I do worship nature. It's very important to me. And I use the doTERRA essential oils. They're 100% safe. They are, I always forget what the thingy's called, CTG, whatever it tested. I get really bad brain fog, and I can never, and I'm dyslexic, so no, it's gone. It's not even on. Oh no, yeah, here we go. CPTG tested. CPTG tested. Which means they're like completely and utterly safe. You can even ingest them. Okay, they're all organic and they're all natural. So I use them in spray form as well. Cleanse my aura, spray the cards with them, and like lip balm. It's been talking for so long. Don't want dry lips. And oh, there we go. I was like, what way am I holding them? I hold classes every Wednesday on Facebook, so feel free to come and join me. They've changed my life, and I teach my son how to use them as well. He's 3 and he's neurodiverse with sensory difficulties, and they have helped me through some of the hardest times in my life. I've also been diagnosed with EDS syndrome, which is a rare genetic disease, and they've really helped me manage my symptoms. And they're great guidance. Oh, I don't know if I can pronounce that one. Arborvitae. I don't know. Arborvitae. T-A-E. I will pop that in the description box, my lovelies. There you go. Absolutely stunning. The symbols around the edges represent different things. So let's see what, I think it's the very first card of the deck. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh no. Oh my god! Okay, okay, okay. Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so earlier on we're talking about like thinking about yourself, putting yourself first, you time essentially with the devil. And the message of this card is it is time. It is me time. It is me time. And okay, so there are like 24, 27 different chakras in the body. There's more or less depending who you study from. So this is associated with the above chakras. So the soul, star, and the stellar gateway chakra. Oh, I love those. So it's the connection to the universe and to the spiritual realm, okay? And earlier on I was talking about manifestation and stuff, so that really links in. The planet is Saturn. This is my planet. Oh my god, it's House of Capricorn. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I'm reading forward. I have to buy this oil. I'm getting this oil. It's mine. Okay, planet Saturn is about discipline, order and focus. Typical Capricorn and definitely Leo. And it is the House of Capricorn. So it's about career, life's work and legacy. It's the element of earth. Okay, so it's about stability, grounding, fortitude and abundance. Do not get pulled into others' destructive or negative patterns or of behavior or partake in them yourself. Stand tall and strong amongst the chaos. It is time to focus on your soul mission and not to get pulled off path from others and their own endeavors. Feel the strength and resilience within you. Stretch yourself. Aim for higher ideas. The universe is offering you a helping hand. Are you open to receiving its assistance? So we were talking about giving, taking and giving. Receiving is accepting. So with the doTERRA, because they're 100% safe, you can use them topically or you can mix them with a carrier oil or a hand lotion moisturizer, sorry. Some of the oils you can take internally or you can diffuse them as well. So it says, breathe me in. Deep within you there is a desire to do what fulfills you, and you crave alone time to focus on achieving what you are here to do. Place a drop of Arborvitae, I can't say that word, Arborvitae, in your belly button as you stand barefoot on the earth. Take 16 deep breaths, allowing all the noise and distractions to fall away as you open yourself to knowing you are here to achieve today. Oh, wow. Oh, crystals is the ox's eye. I've never heard of that before. I've heard of the tiger's eye. And the animal guide is an ox. So there you go, my beauties. Nature is beautiful. And I will have to read this out. All the answers you seek can be found in the dance of nature. Oh, I love it. I do love it. Well, my beautiful souls, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit that little bell button to be notified whenever I upload a new video, or you can subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.